From Radiance Films, we have on Blu-ray Yakuza Graveyard from 1976. This is a Japanese action, drama, thriller, exploitation gangster film about the Yakuza from director Kinji Fukasaku, who gave us the Battles Without Honor and Humanity series and Message from Space, and stars Tetsuya, Watari, and Meiko Kaji, who people know from the female prisoner convict Scorpion films and a lot of other fun stuff. So this is a story of this hot-handed super cop, always wearing shades, who is trying to bust the Yakuza. There are two warring Yakuza Japanese gangster crime families in this area that he patrols in, and they're back and forth, and they're at war, and he's trying to just like, you guys go ahead and kill each other, just, stop committing crimes and involving innocent people and all that. So he sort of gets in with them, and they're trying to welcome him into the fold. They're trying to get him to turn and be like, a crooked cop, which he very much isn't. He's fighting against that. One thing, I'm not going to tell you the whole story. One thing leads to another, and he falls for Meiko Kaji, who is the wife of, who is somewhat controlling an element of the crime family. Her husband is in jail, and he falls for her, and he starts to sort of say, well, maybe I can help one side win. Maybe wouldn't it be better to just have one Yakuza crime family to deal with instead of two? So he starts sort of getting in good with them and getting in good with her husband and trying to help them win the war so that, the lady he loves stays alive and her crime family comes out on top. So super gritty, a lot of handheld, not to the gross degree that you see it in action now, but there's a lot of handheld in this. And there's a lot of like crazy Dutch angles and really wild camera work of like the camera spinning. It's very stylish. That really cool soundtrack, as a lot of the films in these eras did. It is in Japanese with English subtitles, by the way. It's a Toei film, who I guess became known for their Yakuza gangster films in this period. And Gamera. Was there ever a Gamera film that involved the Yakuza? I don't know. I don't know the Gamera films well enough. That would be pretty great. Gamera versus the Yakuza, or the Yakuza versus Gamera. So a lot of gunplay, a lot of Japanese men screaming with gravelly voices, which is very common in these films. And it looks and sounds great. So I enjoy these films. They're a lot of fun. So special features on this. Kazuya Shiraishi, director of Blood of Wolves, discusses Yakuza Graveyard and what makes it unique amongst the films of the director and screenwriter. That's 15 minutes long. The Rage and the Passion, a visual essay by Tom Mess exploring the collaborations between director Fukasaku and Meiko Kaji that led to Yakuza Graveyard. So you get a lot of cool background on them and some clips from other movies and stills and posters and things like that. You get the original trailer that's 3 minutes, and it's very it's a cool trailer. And then an image gallery of 24 images, a lot of like posed on-set studio photos and things like that were done for promotional purposes, which is always kind of cool. So what does this look like? So Radiance Films, they do a nice job. They're very Criterion-esque in that their releases tend not to be overloaded. They're just like solid transfer, quality physical product, and interesting movies. So they come, there's the case. This is an obi strip, appropriately enough for like Japanese obi strip. So this actually, if you take out this cover, that slides off, but it gives you basically the information on what's on it front and back. Crack it open, and you have a booklet and the disc. Take out the disc and the booklet, and you have the original reversible sleeve with the original poster, which is cool. I always appreciate that. So you've got the new artwork and the original artwork, and then the booklet, with one of those aforementioned really cool post-studio shots. Pretty sizable booklet. It has, I believe it's 2 lengthy articles. It was a while ago that I looked at this. You have Zenshi Koreans in Japanese Yakuza films, written in 2022 by Mika Ko. You have Could Rice Still Fall from the Screen from 1976 by Kazuo Kashara. You have Kinji Fukasasu's Boundary Crossing, an attempt to decipher Yakuza Graveyard from 1976 by Masao Matsuda. I'm sorry, it's not from 1976. And then you have transfer notes and credits. So there's a lot in here, a lot of original photos and text. So available on Blu-ray from Radiance Films is from 1976, the just gritty slam bang Yakuza drama action film Yakuza Graveyard.